It is always fun. Yeah, let's get into it. Game number 2 between these two teams. I'm really hoping that Nouns can level this one out. You know, we've had these top 3 teams battling it out. You know, come on. Nouns, it's time to pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, I do think Nouns' hardest opponent is Rebellion. Even though every single time TSM is getting that first slot, they struggle the most against Rebellion. They have good series against TSM, but whatever it might just be like nerves in a way, or it's just the way Shopify play in general is just a little too hard for them to deal with. So I'm just hoping for a stronger laning stage here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mental block for sure. And we've had a little bit of insight from the teams about, well, from Nouns specifically, about how they're trying to deal with that, you know, just kind of trivializing it, being like, hey, it's not a big deal, just another game, as some other teams were able to do. You know, they were talking about just pretending it was a scrim in their last game. I think that was bait, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was bait. Or no, was it bait?
Was it bait?
No, that wasn't. Either way, it was one of the teams. It could have been bait. Who even knows? I do think that this last pick tied here.
5 rounds.
Yeah, 5 rounds. This tied pick was very risky. You are playing against Disruptor. You're playing versus Smokescreen, and now you got a last pick Slark on you. You don't particularly like playing versus Snapfire either. So the only hero it's really good against. Fly.
The body blocks. Gunner. He's got the feet. He's got the feet. Look at the man go. Oh, and he gets the last hit as well. What a tasty little first blood there from the mid laner. That's how you want to start the game off.
He's like, I deserve that.
Yeah.
Contribution.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Dude, that was juicy. That was some of the tightest body blocks I've seen in a while.
There's no way Gunner can lose this lane now. Look how close he is to this ring of health after that first blood. He is super close. And once he gets that ring of health, he is just straight up going to be unkillable here, I think, unless he gets hit by too many times by that tower. Of course.
Yeah, a little bit of a jump under the tower there, no biggie, but still gets the creeps, though. The chains come out as well, which is going to hurt him quite a bit. So a rough couple of first waves here for Gunner, but hopefully he can get that.
It's okay. He got the first blood, so even if he gets outplayed a little bit in the laning stage, he has that free gold, we'll call it.
All right, and it's going to be interesting to see how this bottom wave goes as well, of course. Yeah, he's taking a step forward as well. Wow, these guys really enjoying the enemy towers at the moment.
Yeah, they're getting hit a lot by these towers. I'm most curious to see how the bottom lane's going to go. Slark versus Tidehunter, on paper, is very Slark favored. However, if you do have a ranged position 4 that adds a lot of right clicks and harass with the gush spam, it could be quite annoying for Yamsun, because Disruptor is not that type of hero that's going to give you sustain in the laning stage. So if they keep Yamsun low, he will not be able to trade back.
Yeah, that's the key to it, right? Like, there is a way you can turn this lane, and you know, Sableye likes to talk about lanes which people usually think is unfavored and make them favored. As Yamsun takes some hits here, but they get the glimpse back onto the Hoodwink, and that's going to be the kill going the way of Nouns. So
I just want to applaud Husky there, not stealing the kill. It's actually a big deal, because I don't think there's anything Husky can buy right now that'll be game-changing, but if Yamsun ends up getting that early treads or an item, that could have huge impact on laning stage. So I really like what he did there.
Yep. Sailor just comes forward and just starts hitting the Slark as well. Yamsun has to pounce himself away from this. Needs some health. He really needs a bit of regen coming in his way. Husky will deliver, but yeah, at the moment, I mean, they got the kill, so that's going well, but at the moment, Sableye is kind of pretty happy at the moment. When does this lane get bad for the Tidehunter?
Probably when the Hoodwink leaves. Until then, I think it's completely fine. Maybe level 6. So, even then, it's not bad. But the moment Crit leaves, I think even with the gush spam, Slark won't care anymore. But they're keeping the net worth really good on Saberlight at the moment. He's getting complete free farm here.
Trading here. Yeah, these guys just trade. Yeah, and of course we've got our top lane as well, the Beastmaster. These lanes have been pretty boring recently. Like, Beastmasters kind of just don't really care too much. RTZ really giving Mu the what for as he chases him under the tower. But you always have those stacks to back himself up. Have they made any stacks yet on the side of Nouns? Doesn't actually look like it.
What most Beastmasters do nowadays is you max axes, go for mana boots. Sometimes you get the aura. We see he went for the aura, but I think you normally do that if you're winning the lane, which he currently is doing okay. I mean, RTZ doesn't have that much CS.
And low here, but it's actually the Tidehunter who's going to drop Yamsun. Looking for another one now as they move towards Crit. He's got the stacks. Can he finish the job? Crit, he's stuck.
That's
and he
+4.
will go down. Great maths there, Fit. That is +4.
Yeah, that is +4. I'm from NA, but I can count to 4.
Impressive.
It's 4 permanent agility before 4 minutes in the game. That's also impressive, is it not?
Tis, tis.
Maybe not as
And-
impressive as my math skills, but
No, not quite. But yeah, no, that's a huge start to the bottom lane then. So yeah, this Slark it's going to have a great time after that. There's no way things can go bad.
there's no way, right? Words nobody has ever
Not a
said
chance.
before. Basically, this
Casters
is
are very well known for
This is in the bag for Nouns, clearly.
pretty much.
But I think what's going to happen next, where I'm going to keep my eyes at, I guess everywhere at the moment, there's potential kills on every single lane here. But the
There it
Meteor
is.
Hammer on Gunner.
Husky. Oh, that's some big hits coming through. The anti-armor with that, with that Acorn shot is just doing so much work in the bottom lane as well.
Yeah, they buffed up the damage on the Acorn shot, doing a lot of damage now. A lot of players do prioritize to actually max that out now. It helps you farm, does a lot of damage. If you time it up correctly and pretend it's like a Witch Doctor cast, you can get a lot of damage in some of these skirmishes.
Yeah, and with the anti-armor from the Gush as well, it's just really doubling down at the moment.
It is indeed. When's my Meteor Hammer coming? Very soon. Couple hundred gold. All right.
Yep.
But you have to imagine, like, that's not that impactful versus an Ember Spirit. He can always slight dodge it, rim it out.
Yep. And with some players who are like, oh, maybe he'll be able to slide dodge it. With Abed, he will slide dodge it.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it.
But you can cast it from invisibility, so if he doesn't see it coming, maybe it will hit. And that level 6 is coming soon for Gunner.
Yes, indeed.
So what's going on in this top lane? I actually have not been watching. I just see that RTC has bad CS right now.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of hero hitting, honestly. He's been chasing heroes down, but
I'm gonna check the net
that
worth.
has been a bit
No,
of
his net worth is not great either. They are keeping the
Yeah.
beast down, so maybe this is a conscious choice by him to like kind of sacrifice his net worth a little bit so that the Beastmaster doesn't have a good game. But what you're gonna see is in the jungle, Moo has his boar ready. You don't stack with the 4 anymore. You just do it
Yeah,
yourself
son.
as Beastmaster.
Yep, son. He's dead. Oh no, Sableye just got to run him down.
Bye, son.
Yeah, indeed.
And then back to my point, Moo is just like stacking
Ooh.
right now, and he's gonna have those mana boots. That's his recovery. Drow doesn't really have a recovery tool like that.
Oh, Abed's got the quicker fingers. He's going to grab himself that double damage rune. Gonna disappointed about that one. But he's got the hammer and he's just going to run around and drop it on the tower.
Yeah.
Straight away. So obnoxious. Bottom lane, they're going to go for the Tide
bottom
Hunter
two.
once again
Yep.
here, looking for a bit of revenge. Sableye moving towards the trees here, just moving across. Yamson, is that going to connect with the Dark Pack? Doesn't look like it. When's the pounce? Not for a very long time. And he just says, hey, you know what? Husky, have fun. I'm out. I wanna
Yeah,
hit
he's got
creeps.
phase boots on Tide. Very different build here. He's going for a Wraith Pact here. Is that good? I guess first the Slark doesn't really care that much because you're just building stacks, but it does make you a bit tankier.
I mean, you're against a Snapfire, right? Isn't that... Can't you just pew it away?
Yeah, you can do that. So this is a old build. Maybe he doesn't know the new build on Tide. Nah,
He hasn't played the game for the past 3 months. Classic Sableye.
I mean, I think he just needed the phase boots to deal with the laning stage. So he's just trying to build what he can with it. Going phase boots into Greaves might be a little awkward. Either way, we'll see how it pays off. It might be okay. Might be terrible, but
Nice caveat there.
yeah.
All right. Well, Arved's just deciding not to play the lane anymore. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to mess around with this Meteor Hammer, so he's just going to pull the green. What is this? What is this?
This is
bit? What am I looking at?
efficiency. What he's probably going to do, he's going to probably pull the wave here into the big camp and farm that with the Flame Guard.
Both the waves. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to farm both waves with the Flame Guard and the double damage rune. Okay.
Yeah, he might just go to the big camp after. If I were him, I would consider it. But Husky is on the move. Not the best hero to deal with it. Or he's actually going to the stacks to contest him and kill Moo.
Oh, okay. Well, this is efficiency if he gets this one here, and it looks like he might. Moo's trying to run away. No one's coming to help him. The Beastmaster's just going to go down.
And he's
Arbed
gonna
gets
take the
himself
stack.
free pick. Oh, my God.
Or someone's going to take it. Is Fly going to take it? I'm sure he'll be back for it.
I mean, he's got the Remnant down. He can be back in a jiffy. So, Fly's like, don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah, Gunner's here. Can he
Yeah.
hit the blind Meteor Hammer?
That is the question. He's got a hoodwink, the Snapfire coming over. So
Oh, he went for the courier and revealed himself here.
yeah. Hoodwink's actually jumping on Husky in the back here. They will be able to kill off Fly, and Husky has gone down at the same time. Gunner again just kind of watching Arbed. Can't really do much about him.
So this is the thing right now about this Beastmaster build. I feel like it's figured out, but does Moo not see that ward? Oh, it doesn't see it. That is so unlucky.
Oh,
Just out
no.
of range there. But what I was saying is, like, this build is figured out on Beast. I feel like it was super strong because people didn't know what was going on. Now it's just meta, and you see that there's a lot of priority. Even crit's going to come by now to stop the stacking from happening. And when you sacrifice your game just to play for stacks, and you don't even get the stacks, then your game is in shambles. As you can kind of see, crit's net worth, if this continues, might surpass even Moo's. But they really need to prioritize getting these stacks.
It's going to be so bad for Moo if he has 2 games in a row
No,
where he
not
literally
like this.
can't play, and now the team come moving on in. 4 heroes collapsing behind the tier 1 tower for Moo, and they will kill off this Beastmaster with ease. Oh my god, look at this aggression from Shopify Rebellion. But in the meantime, the Meteor Hammer has done its job, killed off the middle tier 1 tower, so there's your silver lining.
Yeah, that's nice. It does give a little bit more gold, which is fine, and Laylis is potentially done. Yeah, he got a proc there on the ult. Kind of needed that. I think he would have fogged it otherwise, so a little bit lucky. But that's still...
Yeah, still not a great place to be in, and yeah, I'm not sure if he wanted to like kind of clear the area of wards or something afterwards, or just kind of help win back the area because they know that their Beastmaster want to play in this part, but nevertheless, went a little too early, and it just ended up being another log on the fire, which Shopify Rebellion are burning right now. Oh, nice Invis rune on the Riki.
Perfect. Then one of the best runes you could ever get as Riki.
It really is. Never underestimate it.
Never underestimate it. So what can Gunnar do in a game like this? He got mid tower, which is great. He has a Meteor Hammer, which is also great. But what can he do with this? Does he just need to wait until 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Until he can help? But I'm afraid if that is the play, things are going to get really ugly really fast, because if you're Nouns right now, you might have to bring 5 heroes to contest this stack. And this stack isn't even... It's not even that big right now. It's sort of big. But it's not going to be enough to the point where Moo's not even going to finish his HOD from this, even if he completes it. So it's not enough gold to really get them back into the game here.
Yeah.
So do you even sack it at that point? I don't think so. I think Yamsun, no matter what's happening there, should focus on his game because he is the hero.
Oh, lands it onto 2. Absolutely nails it. And now he's going to go on to bring down Fly, healing himself up for the time being. Jumping back across to make sure he doesn't drop as the rest of Shopify Rebellion coming through. Ravage is here. They want to bring down the Riki, and they're going to be able to do so. Gunnar is dead. Moo still watching from the side as they kill off most of the Ancient stack there went to Saberlight even.
They went to Abed, actually.
Abed with the side of fist.
I think Moo got one of them.
Oh, God. And now they are not done. Look at the damage. Oh, no. The gush with the slide of fist.
I would abandon if I was Moo right now. Like, we gave it our all, but I don't want to be in this game anymore. You really don't want to be in this game right now. Silence?
Uh-oh.
You know this.
No Dark Pact just yet, but it doesn't last forever. But now gets off the Dark Pact, has the ultimate, just pops it out straight away. As the actually gets the Echo Saber delivered to him.
Yeah, there's no sharpshooter there. It was on cooldown, so they didn't have the little bit of damage they would have needed for that kill, which is great for Nouns. The fact that Yamsun's still having a good game, but it's kind of like a similar story.
Yeah, and as you see the esportsbets.io odds there on the screen, once again, not looking ideal for the side of Nouns.
That's right.
Mid lane, that's a whiff from Husky. Arbed just walks out of it, no worries at all.
It was an attempt. But at this point, it's the same thing as before. You've got Abed at the top of the net worth. Now, all right, do they got the damage here?
Yeah, I think they do. He's trying to get his way out, but it's not going to be able to do it. Abed's going to go down. Gunnar gets the kill. And that's going to be him in the grave for 30 seconds. Not bad from Nouns. They're finding their opportunities.
They need to find more of those for sure. And I think it will get a bit easier when they do get the shard online for the Riki. But for now, they have a lot of silences, which can lock down the Ember Spirit. We do have the smoke screen, which is going to be very easy to start the silence, and then mid point you get the dart. That'll set up the other silence.
Oh, nice glimpse.
That was a good place.
Yeah, they're going to be able to catch Fly here. Easy peasy.
So I can't count past 4. What did Slark get there? What's that?
That is 5.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having such a good game on Slark right now. This is prime Slark gaming. And this is... I'm just going to reiterate it. This is a game that Yamsun can solo carry. He had no chance solo carrying last game as the life stealer, but this game is a Slark, given what he's playing against, there's a real shot.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hyped for that as well, because Yamsun is a player I've wanted to see a lot more from. So they try to make a play onto Arbed here, but he just runs out of the smoke cloud. And yeah, you talked a lot about the shot timing, and I feel like it's more important this game because you don't really have a support which can throw out a stun for you, or even an offlane. You know, raw into Meteor Hammer is a bit of an overcommitment, I would say. So,
right, you definitely need like, and plus the Beastmaster doesn't really want to show up. He's in like full recovery mode right now, so he's just gonna continue farming all the way to that helm. 14 minutes now, has not completed yet. Gonna keep stacking. At least his team is buying him space now. Make things happen, and maybe they can contest the stacks of Rebellion themselves here. If they could get a kill and maybe move the Beast. Yeah, Hobbit's in.
Well, moves across here. There's Husky going down. So Light's going to grab that one.
But how strong do you feel right now for Moo? Probably not very strong at all. He's probably not in the mental state where he's thinking about contesting enemy stacks at this point. But I do think it would be a good play if they could make it happen.
Yeah, they need to start moving at a team at some point, but he's going to take one more stack in his triangle, then hopefully we get to see some players coming out with that Helm of the Dominator. Meanwhile, Shopify, they're just going for the middle tier 1 tower, and it doesn't look like there's a response from Nouns.
They might just sweep bottom and take the bottom tower now, which is going to kick Yamsun out of the area, or he might just die here, potentially.
He gets off the Dark Pact, says he's going to be okay. Doesn't have mana, he needs to wand if he wants to get off that ultimate, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, the molly shot does actually connect with all three just about.
Yeah, I mean...
Doesn't matter though.
Him getting off the Dark Pack is very big there. Good reactions.
Absolutely. Gonna waiting around on the top side, seeing if there's an opportunity to maybe catch out an Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's also looking for him. He has the dust in inventory, so sees the hammer go down and he's out of there.
Yeah. He's not gonna even have the shard at 15, but he will have Diffusal completed, which is something similar. It's gonna give good setup for the smoke screen to do more damage, to slow him just enough so his teammates can arrive, and the shard is coming directly after. So multiple ways to control here. This is the build. I saw Gunnar was playing this hero a ton in pubs with a very high win rate, so I was always excited to see when it would come out.
Yeah, he's been spamming it a bit. And now we finally get to see it in action. They even talked in the interview about how they wanted to pick it and some of their officials, but just didn't feel like it was the right game for it, which is good, you know? Like they're considering the hero's strengths and weaknesses before just busting it out.
Yeah, I think when they saw a Spirit hero, it makes a lot of sense because you do have a lot of control against these heroes, and I think Orbit is going to want to get this BKB.
Yamsun wants to get hold of. They've got the silence off. Yeah. Do they have the follow-up, though? That is a question. They really need to bring down Arbed here, but they're not going to be able to do so. And he's actually gone back in. The Ravage is there as well. Look at how low he is on the slug. Yamsun actually having to back himself away, but the Ricky's in too deep. Gunner's going to fall. Yamsun with the leap up to the high ground. Saberlight still chasing. Lelis jumps actually down onto the low ground. They don't care about him, though. They want the slug. And the little fishy friend is going to get fried up here by the side of Shopify Rebellion. Oh, dear. Lelis wants to stick around and kill off the tombstone, but Arteezy's here, and the double slows coming out from the zombies and from the drow is not going to be able to kill us. He's going to walk away.
Oh, no. Moo TP'd back for that, too, with pretty much no mana. So that means he's not farming at all during this time frame as well. I believe it's smoke time now. If you're all stuck in your base at this point of the game, the only way to get out is to go ahead and smoke. The warding right now from Rebellion is incredibly good. The one in the Dire jungle next to the Ancients, that's been there forever. They got the high ground on the right side too in the primary jungle. And you do have one deeper ward that you can smoke out to if you are Nouns.
You know what's funny about that fight as well? Is that Arteezy did the most damage in the fight at 900 and didn't get any XP or gold for it because he was out of range for the kills.
Oh, sad. But he's not too sad about it. He is the most farmed core in the game now after having... I'm not saying he had a rough laning stage, but he was like the least farmed of the cores outside of the Beastmaster from the laning stage. But that just may just be because of how the laning went. There's a lot of creep pulling shenanigans going on. Laylis was zoning him just a little bit, and he may have just prioritized keeping Moo down over his own farm, realizing later on he'll be able to get his farm back.
Yeah.
And it definitely has worked if that was their plan, because Moo is still struggling really hard here. It doesn't even feel like he's going to get a 20-minute Helm of the Overlord timing if he dies one more time.
Yeah, something has to go right for Nouns pretty soon. I mean, they're all in that similar position as well. You know, Slark, he's doing all right on net worth, but this is a hero you want to play from ahead. You know, you want to be a threat. Maybe not right now, but at least in the next few minutes, you want to see him getting some sort of progression on, so...
He does have the Ags, so... That's something. It's just really hard for him to run into these fights. Like, you have the Wraith Pact on the ground, you have, like, the Ravage to deal with, there's a Tombstone with Fly just healing everyone, getting close to the Force Staff as well. So maybe you get, you know, hit by the Sharpshooter as well. And, of course, like, the multi-shot. So they have lots of way of dealing with him while he's in the Shadow Dance, even if he does get the shard, it just kind of feels like no one can go in with him right now. So he needs a lot more items. He needs to get to the point where he probably has like a Scotty to get on the Drow, a BKB, and he needs time because like right now they don't have the damage.
Yeah, and Shopify Rebellion aren't the team to kind of sit around the map and let the enemy team kind of play the game. They like to choke the enemies out. Not themselves. Move is going to be the target. The strangulation continues, and there's the other death. And yeah, that is going to delay his Arm of the Overlord even further. Moo is just absolutely not a factor in this game, in this series at least, at the moment.
Right. It's like the last game where we saw the Lycan having a free game and taking over the game. If the Lycan would have had a performance like this, you would have felt little to no impact. Beastmaster works very similarly. If you have a bad laning stage, this hero doesn't recover very well. It's supposed to be a momentum hero. It's supposed to open up the map for you, get you a lot of buildings, get you into the Roshan pit. But when you're behind and you can't do any of those, because like Ricky's already taken a couple of towers that you do have with a Meteor Hammer, what is your purpose now? Beastmaster is not a hero that really thrives in teamfight environments.
Yeah, and whilst this rush is going on, there doesn't really seem to be much of a response from Nouns. They're going to let this one happen. And that's going to be Arteezy with an Aegis now as well, so he can feel more confident on the Drow. As Nouns are setting up for a ward bait here by the looks of it.
No one saw that. It's fine.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We do see them jumping on the Hoodwink here. The Glimpse is going to have to come in to keep him inside the smoke cloud, and it works just about. They get the kill onto crit. So cute little pickoff. Nice bait there coming out from Nouns.
They could keep fighting. Saberlight has no Ravage. I don't know what happened to that, but they do know about that as well. So I think this is an opening. You have killed the Hoodwink. There's no Ravage online. Make something happen.
You're going to have to spill the beans here, Phil. Why is there no Ravage?
Oh, I mean,
Was there a particularly tasty-looking creep?
No, he got the Blink reveal. He tried killing Yamsun, Blink ravaging him, but Yamsun already leaped out mid-ravage, so
Unlucky.
just kind of wasted. Yeah, it was not one of those just accidentally hitting the wrong button while farming ones.
Yeah, well, Lelis. Oh, Abed actually breaks his tree. That's cute. Lelis might still be in some trouble, though, as the sharpshooter does pick him off. Nice little shotgun, though. He's bouncing himself away. Oh, the hammer. It's going to land onto Abed. It's going to be enough to bring him down, though. No, it's not. They don't have the follow-up silence or control. Meanwhile, Yamsun, he's in trouble. He's going to have to pop the ultimate on his own high ground there. Couldn't rely on that shot missing, that's for sure. So that's going to mean they probably can't fight for a little bit here now, at least on their Slark. And Slark is going to be a target, for sure. His ultimate's down for another 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So Fireball going to take advantage of that.
They can try, but I don't think Yamsun will let... This Aghanim Slark is really annoying. It's very hard to catch him, especially if you have the heroes that Rebellion have. You don't have that instant stun. The best you have is maybe that Ravage. And Moo. Rest in peace. Did he get the roar off? But that's an Aegis. And yeah, so we just kind of went on cooldown there. Trust me, he wouldn't have used it anyways in the next 70 seconds. Not this game.
What a rough game for him. Can't really be overstated at this point, though. Gunner's looking to try and finish the Aegis on the Drow. Now, this is a pretty high-risk, low-reward play from Gunner, but either way, going to try and get onto a fit Saberlight. Continuing the harassment here onto this Ricky, but Ricky, he's pretty damn tanked. He's got all this armor.
He is a tanky boy. The issue that you're running to if you're Nouns right now is Snapfire, yeah, you have good AoE. Disruptor's pretty decent too, but that's about it. Ricky's single target. Slark is single target. And you're playing versus Undying, Tide, Hoodwink, and even Ember at this point. All this AoE. It's very difficult for them to 5 vs 5, just given how the drafts are. They need to play a very ratty type of game. They need to make sure Moo keeps... Just don't join a fight. He's not going to do anything in any of these fights. Push the lanes out. Find opportunities. I'd like for him to look for a Blink Dagger next item and just go for the whole rat. However, Rebellion, their heroes aren't really weak at just grouping up and going high ground either, so that's not even a foolproof plan, but I think that's the only thing they can do right now, because 5 vs 5 fights are out of the question, with Ravage being online now. Yeah.
Either need to find a way to keep Saberlight inside that smoke cloud, but even then it's just too much to ask for. You're not going to kill him in that time, so...
And yeah, I think Force Staff is like your worst friend right now, which Fly does have complete. If you get a good kinetic field, you can kind of stop it, but I don't think Disruptor is going to be able to walk that close into the fights. It's mainly going to be Slark and the Ricky in the back lines with some Mortimer Kisses dropping to them to rely on getting some kills here. But that Force Staff might kill that play.
And again, all eyes on the Slark. Partially the Ricky, but mostly the Slark. He's got to be the one that delivers this game. When this Aegis runs out, we'll see what plays are able to make on the side of Nouns. I would like to see them do something, though, when that timing drops. And the Drow does die, theoretically, in these fights. Like, without Aegis, this Drow is an easy target for Nouns. But, of course, you got a Ravage to deal with. You got a Tide to get through. It's a big watermelon bodyguard.
Rebellion with the double smoke, really wanting to get across the map here.
Damn, you're not missing them today, are you, man?
No. I mean, they got plenty to...
Look at this, look at this.
Bye-bye.
Husky's like, yep, all right, take me down. Do what you must. I've already won. They're looking for more, but I don't think they're going to find it. Nouns are huddled in the tree line. Are they sticking around for this? A shotgun. This is greedy, but it might just be greedy enough. Yep. All right.
Just the perfect amount of greed there.
Indeed.
Exactly what they wanted. And now they have to get back in their base. So what Rebellion's going to do is they're sweeping out that area. They're going to push that lane in. They might have another... This is where they probably wish they had that other smoke that they may have accidentally used. No, they got it on their Fly's got one ready. And they're going to cut back across the map again here. And if they ever manage to get a kill, and you have to sit in your base if you're Nouns, then all of a sudden the net worth advantage will get much worse. However, it's only a 3k gold lead. It's not that bad. Slark is getting farmed. The situation compared to last game is much, much better.
Absolutely, yeah. They have options as well. You know, we can see many ways in which they can actually take these fights, and so do they. Smoke comes out from Nouns. They're going to go and look for some action on this map. Who are they going to run into is the question. At the moment, they're running bottom. That is where the Hoodwink is. Not the ideal target.
This is a 5-man smoke. They're going to see pretty soon here that the mid wave, no one from Rebellion's there. No one's on the top wave farming.
Bye.
If you are Rebellion, you see all 3 waves. Nouns aren't collecting them, which means they're up to something. And they know, and they're out.
Yeah. TP out from the Hoodwink. Very, very well done.
Gem on Abed, too. They're kind of like showing that they just want to close the map off completely if they can. Just going around from part to part of the map. You can't buy enough sentries to cover the whole map, not with how much they want to move across the map in this particular game. So they bought an early gem. I think it's a really good purchase here. And Nouns is going to be in a situation where they have to camp high grounds and try to take the fights on the high grounds here. But even if you do have those high ground openings, you don't have a good way. Unless you can get a roar on top of Abed without getting his BKB off, he's kind of immortal right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit of a beast.
And I don't think... Yeah, Moo's just going to go for a BKB himself here. Which, it's fine. I really don't think they should be fighting. If this continues the way it is, this is good for Slark. He does have his BKB online, going into Silver Edge. That just might be the timing they're looking for. Some Silver Edge plus Scotty. The Slark needs a lot of farm. He needs a lot of items, but when he gets there, and they keep playing the map very chaotically, I would put Nouns in a pretty good spot here.
So what do you really feel like Shopify Rebellion need to start kind of playing the map more and start to choke out Nouns, or are they just looking for this next Roche timing? You know, what are their goals?
Yeah, I think you don't really want to try to do anything crazy right now. I think they're just preparing, setting up for the next Roshan. It can respawn within the next minute here, so we'll have to see. But I think with the next Aegis, they'll have plenty of opportunities to play the map a little bit better. But for now, I think they want to kill the Yams on the mid lane.
Oh, yes, they do. Ravage comes through. This time, he doesn't get the Dark Pact off in time, and there will be no saves coming in for Yamson. He's going to go down. Shopify Rebellion now hunting for more. Abed, is he able to dodge it out? Yes, he is. He's got a Remnant down. Husky's going to be the next target. The chains are there. The damage is in, and the hero will drop. 2 dead on the side of Nouns, but a 1, the biggest target they possibly could have asked for.
Yeah, that was a very risky play from Yamson. He clearly did not expect to get ravaged, as that is pretty much the only stun that they have that could be instant enough. But it's a mistake nonetheless. I think if you do want to pull that mid wave when they're missing, knowing that it could be, tell your Snapfire or something, just pull the wave to you, away from how they can initiate like that. They have a ward ready for that, and they want to make plays like that. They want to kill you on any opportunity where you're farming the mid wave. So you just can't show a hero of value there, and you have to farm it in a more safe spot. That's really a death that you can't really afford if you're the Slark in this game. I understand your task is very difficult this game. You have a lot you need to do because of how badly the offlane went, but if things like this do happen, it's going to make your game much harder.
Yeah, it's the most important kill of the game so far, that's for sure. As the Roar comes out, Yamson's come flying on through here. I mean, he's going to be able to purge off and then, oh, bye, JK. As they'll look over towards the Husky. Husky's going to fall, and Lelis is going to go down as well. Both supports just getting absolutely beaten down as Abed with his BKB. She's completely uncontested through the fight. Gunner's backing off. They wanted to fight because there is no Ravage, but unfortunately the angle was just so wonky.
I get it. Like, there's no Ravage. He just died to it. They want to punish it, but that was so desynced. Like, when the Roar hits, the Slark already needs to be getting right clicks off, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, like, they just threw off their spells, the Dart, the Roar. We're kind of like off sync as well, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden, Yamsun's ready to jump in, but just a little... Nouns just don't look like they're playing their A game right now. They look a little shook.
Yeah, they're off pace, that's for sure. And I don't know, he might be in some trouble here. He doesn't have a BKB, so he's just got to play his way out of this one. But luckily, he is able to do so. Gunner looking pretty fresh on this Riki, has to be said.
Yeah, the Rickies looked fine. It just really comes down to a point of what is the purpose of this hero as the game
Roshan
goes
is
on.
very low on HP, and Nouns are not in the neighborhood.
They are not.
I'm disappointed, actually. I really feel like this could have been, like, going for Roshan when you don't have Ravage feels like an opportunity for Nouns, but again, just not really having it together. You know, Ricky's busy doing some, like, 420 stuff in the top side.
All right, Fly, you got a high ground tombstone there, and his team's coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is actually a fight they want. Yeah, oh my god, where did Husky go? Yamsun might be in a similar amount of difficulty there. He's hiding inside his cloud, but when that cloud disappears, he's going to have some trouble. So will pounce his way out to safety with that Ags. He's Gunner just shoving in the mid-wave, doesn't want to find the fight, wants to keep avoiding them. Ravage is now up again for Shopify Rebellion as well, so that big team fighting ability is going to make them feel so powerful.
Yeah, and right now, Fly is making the call, push down bottom lane. Arteezy's making the same call. Just because if you look at that tower, Moo has almost killed it with that golem there. That's not a golem, that's a shaman, an ice shaman, an ancient ice shaman.
Wowee.
Doing a lot of damage to the buildings there. And I think the best way to deal with the pressure on a lane is to just push that lane so they can't pressure it anymore. And they're definitely in a situation where they can. Gunner?
He's got BKB. I mean, Yamsun's coming across as well, but they're just going to be able to take down Gunner regardless. And I'm not sure what the plan was there, but, well...
The plan was to kill him. It just didn't work.
Thank you, Finn.
You are welcome.
Not respect for BKB. Ravage comes down here for Moo. And they also might grab themselves Husky on the side. No, Husky's going to be able to get away for once. Nice for him. Not so nice for Moo. I mean, is that really the Ravage you're looking for?
I think it's fine. It's maybe not like the dream Ravage by any means, but getting a kill right now, and I think they've already demonstrated they don't need Ravage to fight right now. Plus, they've got a baby Ravage up. Tendrils of the Deep is online. Good enough. And the Hex is coming soon, too, actually, for Saberlight. So this is going to turn more into more of like a net worth advantage where Saberlight can build into items to make it so he's not so reliant on just that Ravage cooldown.
Yeah. He wants to be more than just a Ravage. That's exactly what he'll do. I'm not sure how they can start really taking it. It's getting to the point now where the windows are starting to close for Nouns. They need to find something soon. There is a BKB being popped somewhere in the world.
That was Arteezy.
Okay.
Did he misclick it? He must have misclicked it. It happens every once in a while.
Dad Fear is on the case, always making sure these mistakes.
Yeah, or he saw a dart or something. I'm not sure. It really comes down to did Nouns see it or not. And even if they saw it, I don't think you can do anything too crazy. There's a Lincoln Sphere.
Aegis Drow.
Yeah, the Aegis, Lincoln Sphere. The Roar Dreams are kind of dead now. You might have to pop it with a Glimpse or something. There's some possibilities to make this work, but if you use all your resources to kill an Aegis, when you come back up, you're not winning that fight.
And also, you know, they haven't been able to kill the Drow without the Aegis, you know? Again, that was before the Lincolns as well, so now, did they catch him out? He does get it. It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter that he got off the Dark Pack, because Artie's just two-shot him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's not good news. The net worth discrepancy since that mid-fight where Yamsun did die to that Ravage has only been building upwards, and it's gotten to the point where Arteezy's net worth is just huge. It's absolutely huge now, and Moo and Gunner sitting at the bottom of the net worth, really struggling like to see what they can participate in this game or how they're going to add their contribution. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure like what their contribution is going to be anymore.
Abed going in deep here, looking for the supports, and he might have just found them. Husky's going to take a dive very, very quickly. Moo going to throw out the roar, but there is no follow-up just yet. The BKB's there. And look at Gunnar jumping in and just getting shredded immediately. He needs to back himself away. The multi-shot's there. Not going to connect, though. Gunnar going to try and make it back into the fountain. Does do so. Nice ultimate out from Husky. Abed might be caught out here. They need the damage. They will find it. Ravage comes through a little too late to save him, but might still be enough to kill off the Ricky. It is. Gunnar to fall here. Can they mount a defense on the side of Nouns? He's back in 1 second. Saberlight still controlled for the time being. The Slot comes charging into the engagement. He needs to get to the backlines, though, to stay on top of this Drow, because if she's alive, she might just tear him apart. But Shopify, they're not really backing out that hard here.
I mean, there's no Ravage, there's no Ember. Sure, you have no Ricky. Do you just let your base die here? 30 seconds on the Aegis. I think Rebellion want to get out here, too, but you do have Disruptor, or do you?
What is the
He's
call?
not there.
What is the play? The play...
Not in range for Glimpse.
Just to back away, and there is no fight coming out from Nouns. I mean, was that their moment, Fear?
For whom is the question?
Well, for Nouns.
It helps. It's still 16,000 gold lead. Did Abed need to jump into the fountain like that? Probably not, but he still did it. He wanted to make a big play there, bought a Blink Dagger as well, but Husky was there with the silence right away, kind of punishing him without having that BKB available.
Wow.
Hex online for the Tide. This is going to be the bad news for Slark.
Yeah, that's another scary thing which he has to deal with. So now, make sure you get those Dark Pacts off in time, buddy, otherwise there's going to be a Ravage.
I mean, it feels like he needs like 4 charges of Dark Pact right now.
Is that a talent?
Coming soon.
I hope so.
Nah, he needs like 2 charges. And then
that's fine.
He might
get
be
a
okay.
refresher.
Yeah. I mean, 4 charges would literally be 100% uptime. That might be too OP. Because 2 charges wouldn't be.
Glad you're not Ice Frog.
Yeah, me too.
Well, time for another siege, methinks. Shopify Rebellion about to mount an offense. Now it's time to come up with a plan, or if you do have a plan, it's time to execute it, because I don't think Shopify Rebellion is stopping right now. They don't feel like they need an Aegis anymore. They don't even feel like they need a Ravage.
No, for sure. They just need initiation, specifically on the Slark or Ricky. I think if they can burst 3 of those with a Blink Hex from the Tidehunter here, it should be good enough.
Yeah.
On the side of
Nouns, by the way.
I don't even know. Something weird has to happen.
All right. Is this weird? Well, the Roar's out onto the Drow, and now they're not able to actually finish the job here. Yamson chasing forward inside the BKB and the ultimate, but so much has been committed, and so little has been gained as Gunner's actually fallen to Abed in the back here. Yamson double pouncing away from the fight. Shopify Rebellion chasing in for more. The Ravage is back, and it's going to land onto Yamson. The fish is dead. Now Yabhead just bouncing around in the fountain once again. Ultra kill for the Ember Spirit. Nouns
Make it a
still
rampage. Let's
trying
go.
to fight, but yeah, it very well might
Give
be.
it to him.
There we go. Abed gets a rampage, and Nouns are firmly put to sleep in game number 2. This was just not a great showing from his team, unfortunately.
Yeah. It looked better than game number 1, so I will say that. However, unfortunately, the Beastmaster got shut down way too hard this game. Poor Moo didn't get to have a resemblance of a game here. Abed just kind of controlling